welcome.
Mrs. Morgan, so happy to have you today with us. Let's know more about you and yourself and your family and also your life at Bamboo Grove.
Oh, sure, it's my pleasure.
So maybe let's just start with you telling us a bit more of your family. Like how many kids do you have and how long have you been living in Hong Kong?
Sure. So actually, my husband and I have been living here for about 3 years. He actually lived here for about 15 years before moving to New York, which is where we met. So we met in New York, and then we moved to London together, and then it's essentially his second time in Hong Kong, my first time, so we've been here for about 3 years. We have 2 boys, Ethan and Levi. One is 3 years old, and the other one is 2 years old. And I also have a 19-year-old stepson, Guy, who is at university in Scotland.
Okay. So how do you feel about living in Hong Kong? Do you like it?
I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, it's far from family. That's the only negative. But otherwise, it's been, honestly, the 3 years has gone by so quickly. Love living here. It's great for the kids. We have a great group of friends. We love Bamboo Grove. And yeah, it's been a really special experience so far.
So that's my most curious question. So why did you end up choosing Bamboo Grove among all the other options?
You know what, it's funny, so when we first moved here, because basically my husband was bringing me to Hong Kong, I'd actually never been here before. So he said, you get to choose where we live. So for some reason he thought I'd like the south side, so we went and looked there first, around Repulse Bay and all around there. But I'm a city girl, so I'm from New York. I've lived my whole entire life in New York, and I just couldn't picture having to get into a car to get to coffee places, coffee shops and restaurants. I wanted to be able to walk out my door and get to things immediately.
Yeah.
So we sort of narrowed down to mid-levels, but then chose Bamboo Grove specifically because it had just so much for our kids. And then it had the amazing, like, central, convenient location. So it basically ticked all of our boxes.
Can you share one you find it impressive moment in Bamboo Grove?
I think it's hard to pick just one moment. I think something that I'll never forget is both of my kids took their first steps out on the Bamboo Grove podium. So it'll always be a really special place for us. And it's funny because you sort of see it when you don't see any kids out there and you think, okay, it's a nice big open place. But then you go there in the afternoon and there's, you know, all these kids running around and, you know, with their scooters, their bicycles, and all little groups of friends everywhere, and it's a really magical place. And for me, it holds so many special memories already in the three years that we've been here.
So what do you think about the kids offering in Bamboo Grove here?
Honestly, it's amazing. Obviously, it's been a challenging time with people, you know, asking you to stay home and not leave your building, and it's been easy for us because there's so much to do in the building. You know, during the course of the week, I think my kids do like 5 different classes in Bamboo Grove. So my younger son Levi does the play group twice a week, which is fantastic. And then Ethan is doing science class and gymnastics class and mini sports class. So I think the kids offering is incredible. And you know, I have friends that live in other buildings that it basically are like, you're so lucky you live in Bamboo Grove, you really don't need to leave the building. So it's been wonderful.
So grateful that you're enjoying life here.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for being part of the family, like the community here.
The community is amazing. I have a whole group of friends that I've made here, so really just, you know, my husband laughs at me. He's like, you're like Mrs. Bamboo Grove, because I have like 15 really close friends, and all of our kids are friends, and we all have play dates all the time. And you know, we just had like a stretch of 3 months where my kids literally had a Bamboo Grove birthday party like 3 times a week for 3 months. So it's just, I can't emphasize enough how fun it is for the kids, but honestly for my husband and I as well. We've made a lot of great friends, and we just, you know, we sort of sit down every day and think, we're so happy we live here.
Thank you so much for your time today, Mrs. Morgan.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you for coming.